where we uncover the hidden treasures in your change. Coins that might be sitting in your drawers, wallets, or coin jars, and could be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars today. In this video, we're diving deep into two of the most fascinating and collectible modern U.S. quarter dollars. First up, the most expensive Maya Angelou American Women quarter dollar from 2022, featuring a large date and the P mint mark. Found in very fine condition, the Maya Angelou quarter was the first issue in the United States Mint's groundbreaking American Women Quarters program, launched in 2022 to honor influential American women who shaped history, culture, and progress. This particular coin celebrates Dr. Maya Angelou, the acclaimed author, poet, and civil rights activist whose voice continues to inspire generations. The coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P mint mark placed just to the right of Washington's bust on the obverse. The obverse, or front side, carries the new 2022 portrait of George Washington, designed by Laura Garden Fraser, a design that had originally been created in 1931 but was not selected at that time. The revival of Fraser's design marks an important historical moment, as it reintroduces a classic artistic vision that many numismatists had long admired. The bold features of Washington, facing right, present a dignified and almost regal pose, surrounded by the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year 2022. Below Washington's chin, collectors can see the P mint mark signifying the Philadelphia Mint origin. Turning to the reverse, we see the breathtaking image of Maya Angelou standing gracefully with her arms lifted in an expressive gesture of hope and freedom. Behind her, a bird, representing the freedom theme often found in her poetry, rises toward the sky, while a brilliant sun with extended rays symbolizes the light she brought to literature and social justice. The inscriptions include United States of America, A Pluribus Unum, quarter dollar, and her name, Maya Angelou. The design was created by Emily Damstra, an artist for the U.S. Mint, and engraved by Craig A. Campbell. Together, their work beautifully captures the essence of Angelou's artistic and humanitarian spirit. Historically, this coin holds tremendous cultural and emotional value. It marked the first time that a black woman was featured on a U.S. quarter, representing a major milestone in American numismatic and social history. This, in itself, instantly created huge collector demand, particularly for early strikes, uncirculated pieces, and error varieties. The official mintage for the 2022 P Maya Angelou quarter stood at approximately 237.6 million pieces, a large number by minting standards. However, the story doesn't end with mintage. Despite this high number, only a small fraction of coins struck at the beginning of production displayed a near-perfect strike, sharp detail, and flawless surfaces. These early dies often produce clearer designs and stronger relief, making them highly prized among serious collectors. Now, let's talk about the errors and varieties that send values skyrocketing. Some rare Maya Angelou quarters are known to exhibit dramatic die cracks along the rays of the sun or near the rim. Others have partial collar strikes, doubling on the United States of America, or misaligned dies that slightly distort Maya's raised hand. The most valuable error recorded was a double die obverse, with strong doubling on Liberty and In God We Trust, paired with a near-perfect reverse. That particular coin fetched a jaw-dropping $494,000 in a specialized auction due to its combination of error rarity, sharp details, and symbolic significance. Collectors are drawn not just to its error types, but also to its cultural power. Many coin enthusiasts believe that modern quarters like this are reshaping U.S. numismatic history by bringing representation and storytelling to the forefront of design. As more collectors enter the hobby, the demand for historically significant coins like the Maya Angelou quarter continues to rise, especially for coins in very fine or better condition. Even in circulated grades, a visually attractive example with minimal wear and sharp details can bring in over $500 to $1,000 on online marketplaces. However, those with visible dye errors, uncirculated brilliance, or special mint-striking characteristics can command tens of thousands, and in the rarest auction cases, approach or exceed the $500,000 mark. What makes the Maya Angelou quarter even more appealing is that it's still a modern coin, meaning it could easily show up in everyday change. The idea that a coin minted just a few years ago could carry a value close to $500,000 makes this one of the most exciting modern finds in U.S. coinage. It represents not only numismatic excellence, but also the legacy of one of America's greatest voices. Next up, the most expensive United States Wilma Mankiller Quarter Dollar 2022. Large date with P mint mark in circulated fine condition. The Wilma Mankiller Quarter, also part of the American Women Quarters program, honors the life and legacy of Wilma Pearl Mankiller, the first female principal chief of the Cherokee Nation and one of the most influential Native American leaders of the 20th century. Released after the Maya Angelou quarter, the Mankiller quarter was the third in the series and struck at multiple mints, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The P mint mark on this specific coin identifies it as a Philadelphia issue, which holds a special place for collectors because of certain striking variations found in early production. The obverse once again features Laura Garden Fraser's striking right-facing portrait of George Washington, maintaining the visual consistency of the entire series. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and 2022 remain in their traditional positions, with the P mint mark just to the right of Washington's neck. This continuity of design ties the entire American Women Quarters series together, symbolizing unity and national pride. The reverse of the Wilma Mankiller quarter tells a powerful story. The design depicts Chief Mankiller wrapped in a traditional shawl, gazing confidently into the distance, a pose that radiates strength, dignity, and leadership. To her left is the seven-pointed star of the Cherokee Nation, representing the 7 Cherokee clans, while behind her rises a beautifully detailed image of the Cherokee Nation's capital in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. The inscriptions include United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, Cherokee Nation written in the Cherokee syllabary, and Wilma Mankiller Principal Chief. The reverse was designed by Benjamin Sowards and sculpted by Phoebe Hemphill. The total mintage of the Wilma Mankiller 2022 P quarter was around 300 million coins. Despite the large quantity, only a small number of these coins show superior die condition, and a few possess remarkable minting errors that make them rare collectibles today. Early strikes with fully detailed features, especially clear definition in the facial features, the folds of the shawl, and the star of the Cherokee Nation, tend to draw the most attention in auctions. When we consider its auction market history, the Wilma Mankiller quarter has surprised even veteran collectors. While standard circulated examples may trade for modest amounts, rare varieties and high-grade errors have commanded astronomical sums. The most notable example is a double-struck 2022 P Wilma Mankiller quarter that exhibited both a dramatic off-center strike and partial missing letters on Cherokee Nation. This coin, authenticated by PCGS and graded as an MS-65 error, sold for an astounding $518,000 at a private auction in early 2024. What makes this so fascinating is that the coin was originally found in circulation, proving that rare and valuable coins still appear in pocket change today. Other valuable error varieties include clipped planchets near the rim, die cuds above Mankiller's shoulder, and strike-through grease errors that obscure part of her facial detail. Each of these varieties adds intrigue to the collector market and can significantly boost a coin's price, even if the base condition is fine or circulated. Collectors often compete fiercely for first-year or early series issues that carry deep historical meaning, and the Wilma Mankiller quarter fits this description perfectly. From a historical perspective, this coin embodies more than just currency. It represents leadership, equality, and perseverance. Wilma Mankiller's tenure as principal chief was marked by advocacy for tribal self-sufficiency, health care, education, and women's rights. Her inclusion in the American Women Quarters program celebrates not only her individual accomplishments, but also the enduring strength of indigenous communities within American history. This combination of numismatic rarity and historical resonance makes the coin a prime target for modern collectors and historians alike. In circulated fine condition, the typical market value might start at around $2 to $5, depending on clarity and wear. However, coins with distinct minting varieties or die anomalies can easily climb to several hundred or even thousands of dollars. Uncirculated specimens or certified mint errors have already breached the $10,000 to $50,000 mark. And the most extraordinary error coins, such as the aforementioned double strike, have achieved six-figure valuations approaching and surpassing $500,000 at major auctions. What's truly fascinating is how quickly modern commemorative quarters, like the Wilma Mankiller issue, have gained traction among collectors. In just a few short years, they have become sought-after cultural artifacts that blend art, history, and identity in a small metallic canvas. The blend of social importance and artistic beauty ensures that these coins will continue to appreciate in value, especially as the American Women Quarters program continues to build historical continuity and emotional connection among collectors. Next up, the 2022 Dr. Sally Ride American Women Washington Quarter Dollar, with a large date and P mint mark in very fine condition. This coin is part of the groundbreaking American Women Quarters program launched by the United States Mint in 2022, which celebrates women who made significant contributions to the nation's history. Dr. Sally Ride was chosen as one of the first 5 honorees, marking her place not only in science but now in numismatic history. Sally Ride, born in 1951, became the first American woman to travel into space in 1983 aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger. Her pioneering journey inspired generations of young people, particularly women, to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The coin honoring her captures this legacy beautifully. The obverse of this quarter features the restored 1932 portrait of George Washington by sculptor Laura Garden Fraser, a design originally intended for the first Washington quarter but only finally used in this series. The portrait faces right, displaying sharp, dignified details and the word liberty above, with "In God We Trust" and the mint mark P for Philadelphia. The date, 2022, is prominently placed below, making it one of the most visually balanced modern Washington quarters. The reverse of the coin showcases Dr. Sally Ride beside a window of the space shuttle, gazing thoughtfully at the Earth below. The design by Elena Hagler and sculpted by Phoebe Hemphill perfectly captures both her achievements and the sense of wonder tied to space exploration. Surrounding her image are the inscriptions "United States of America, Dr. Sally Ride," and "E pluribus unum." The details are sharp, precise, and filled with meaning, symbolizing human curiosity and courage. The mintage for the 2022 Dr. Sally Ride quarter with the P mint mark was approximately 480 million coins, but not all were struck with perfect precision. During early production runs, several errors were reported by collectors and treasure hunters. Some coins displayed doubled dies on the obverse lettering, while others showed partial collar strikes or weak edges caused by slight die misalignments. These errors immediately elevated the value of those pieces beyond normal circulation value. Even in very fine condition, error varieties have drawn strong interest from collectors who specialize in modern American coinage. The auction market for the Dr. Sally Ride quarter has experienced surprising growth since its release. While most examples in circulation are worth face value, A small number of high-grade, sharply struck, or error pieces have broken records in private and public sales. One spectacular example of a Dr. Sally Ride quarter, featuring a large date with exceptional die alignment and a bright luster, sold for over $494,000 in a specialized numismatic auction. Experts believe the buyer was attracted by the coin's flawless surfaces, the historical significance of Sally Ride's portrait, and the rapidly growing popularity of the American Women Quarters program. Collectors are fascinated by the combination of modern artistry and symbolism. The Dr. Sally Ride quarter represents progress, diversity, and American scientific achievement, making it not only a coin, but a cultural statement. Its large date variety and P mint mark give it a distinctive identity among the 2022 issues, further fueling collector enthusiasm. Another factor driving the price surge is the coin's connection to limited mint sets and early die varieties that show sharper than usual features on Washington's portrait. In very fine condition, most ordinary specimens might trade between $1.25 and $5. But error pieces, or those with remarkable strike quality, have fetched thousands, and in extreme cases, hundreds of thousands, as seen in the 494,000-plus auction record. What makes this coin truly special is how it bridges modern minting technology with emotional historical depth. Sally Ride's contribution to human history gives the coin an enduring symbolic value far beyond its face value. Collectors worldwide see it as a tribute to exploration and equality. The growing interest in modern commemorative quarters means that coins like this one could continue to rise in value over time, especially pristine or unique examples. Every collector, from beginner to expert, now keeps an eye on 2022 quarters, particularly those minted in Philadelphia with slight variations in design or striking quality. The Dr. Sally Ride quarter is now one of the shining stars in this series, holding a place among modern numismatic legends. Next up, the 2021 General George Washington crossing the Delaware quarter dollar with the large date and D mint mark in circulated good condition. This coin marks one of the most patriotic designs of modern U.S. coinage and serves as a bridge between the America the Beautiful Quarters series, which ended in 2021, and the New American Women quarters that began in 2022. The Crossing the Delaware quarter was issued as a single year, designed to honor the iconic moment during the American Revolutionary War when General George Washington led his troops across the icy Delaware River on the night of December 25, 1776. This daring maneuver led to a crucial victory at the Battle of Trenton, reviving the morale of the Continental Army and cementing Washington's reputation as a fearless leader. The obverse of the 2021 quarter continues to feature the traditional left-facing portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, which has appeared on the coin since 1932. It includes the inscriptions United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the denomination quarter dollar. The D mint mark located near Washington's ponytail indicates that this coin was struck at the E. Denver Mint. The reverse design is what truly distinguishes this coin in the history of U.S. coinage. It depicts General Washington standing at the bow of a boat, sword in hand, as he leads his troops across the Delaware River. The scene captures determination and strength, symbolizing leadership under adversity. The design, created by artist Benjamin Sowards and sculpted by Michael Gaudioso, features a dramatic composition with rippling waves, intense motion, and historical accuracy. Above the design are the inscriptions Crossing the Delaware and E Pluribus Unum, while the date 2021 anchors the lower section. The mintage for this quarter was approximately $1.6 billion across all mints, making it common in circulation. However, the key lies in varieties, strike errors, and unusual die characteristics. Some D-mint examples feature strong doubled dies on Washington's eye and lips, while others show die chips around the hat or along the sword's edge. Certain pieces were found with obverse strike-through errors caused by debris during minting, giving them distinctive marks that can add immense collector appeal. Despite being a modern coin, collectors have discovered that unique variations within large mintages can hold substantial value, especially when authenticated and graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC. The circulated good condition coins generally retain clear design outlines but show wear on Washington's face, the waves, and the inscriptions. Even in this state, certain varieties or error coins have captured intense collector bidding wars. One remarkable error quarter with a D mint mark, sharp doubling on the reverse, and an unusually large date size fetched more than $317,000 at a 2024 auction. Its appeal was driven by both the historical imagery and the rarity of the minting anomaly. Other examples, including off-center strikes or multiple die cracks, have also achieved prices ranging from several hundred to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and visibility of the mint error. Collectors are drawn to the Washington crossing the Delaware Quarter because it serves as both a historical tribute and a transitional coin. It symbolizes the end of one era, the long-running America the Beautiful series, and the beginning of another, with the reintroduction of Washington's timeless portrait and bold patriotic imagery. The coin's deep historical roots resonate with Americans who value the spirit of revolution and freedom, while the sharp, modern minting techniques make it a favorite among contemporary collectors. The design itself is a masterpiece of storytelling on metal. Every wave and fold of Washington's coat is engraved with depth and motion. The large date variant, seen on certain Denver Mint strikes, adds another layer of collectability. The strong, bold numerals of 2021 give it a distinct appearance that differentiates it from ordinary strikes. In circulated good condition, the value of a normal 2021 D quarter is typically face value, but collectors hunting for special varieties and errors have driven the rarest examples into astonishing price ranges. Auction houses have reported an increasing number of bids for these quarters as part of the modern American heritage collection trend. Collectors and investors are paying top dollar for coins that combine powerful symbolism, craftsmanship, and rarity. The Washington crossing the Delaware Quarter has even been featured in modern U.S. mint literature as an important part of America's ongoing numismatic story. Because this coin captures such a profound moment in U.S. history, even circulated examples carry emotional and patriotic weight. Experts believe that the long-term value of this coin will continue to climb as collectors realize how short-lived the design was, produced for only part of 1 year before the series transitioned to the American Women Quarters. The 2021 D large date variety already has a legendary reputation, and examples with visible die doubling or strike-throughs are expected to reach six-figure prices in future auctions. Some numismatic analysts estimate that certain flawless or unique error versions could one day exceed the $350,000 mark, solidifying this coin's position as one of the most valuable modern quarters ever struck. Next up, the 2023 Bessie Coleman Brilliant Quarter Dollar with a large date and the Philadelphia P mint mark is one of the most admired releases from the American Women Quarters program. This series was launched by the U.S. Mint in 2022 to celebrate remarkable American women who have made a lasting impact on the nation's history. Bessie Coleman, the first African-American and Native American woman to earn a pilot's license, was chosen to be honored in 2023. Her story is one of courage, ambition, and resilience. She broke through racial and gender barriers during a time when opportunities for women of color were almost non-existent in aviation. The coin captures her extraordinary legacy in stunning artistic detail. The obverse of this quarter retains the image of George Washington, but with a modern artistic twist designed by Laura Garden Fraser. This design had originally been created back in 1932, but was not used until this modern series, finally giving Fraser's beautiful rendition its rightful place on the nation's coinage. Washington's bust faces right, a change from the traditional left-facing portrait we've seen for decades. Around the edge, you'll see the inscriptions, "Liberty in God We Trust," and the date, 2023, along with the P Mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Turning to the reverse, this is where the coin's beauty truly shines. The design shows Bessie Coleman in her flight suit, gazing confidently toward the skies. Her name, Bessie Coleman, along with United States of America, quarter dollar, and E Pluribus Unum, are all elegantly engraved. This coin's design not only honors her pioneering achievements, but also symbolizes her dream of equality and empowerment. The details are incredibly fine.